episode of the Cigar Lounge. My name is Aaron Paoletta, and I am joined with John Hunter as normal. And today we have a pretty decent one and cheap, I will say, not in the sense of flavor, but cheap in the sense of price, by Rocky Patel. This is Strada. Now, I don't know if you know anything about Rocky Patel, but that particular cigar company puts out some pretty decent smokes.
Okay.
And this is probably the cheapest one in the line that I've been able to find. Now, this has nowhere near the flavor profile that some of the other Rocky Patels that I've had, but it's worth $6, $7, or whatever I ended up spending on. I cannot remember, but this is actually only the second time I'm going to be having this one. But these are normally way more expensive. Now, when it comes to the wrapper itself, this one's a little bit more veiny than some of the other ones that I've had by him.
A little lumpy.
Yeah. You can, well, actually, if you look at it, the end looks box press.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's not. This is not a box press. But it is a decent Rocky Patel flavor at a low cost. So you kind of can't go wrong with it. But it's got Habano fillers from Honduras. It's got a Nicaraguan tobaccos in it as well. It's also got a Connecticut binder, slightly dark on the leaf, not too much oil on this, and actually it's got a jalapa wrapper. Now, do you know anything about jalapa?
I've never heard of jalapa.
Jalapa leaf normally gives you a bit of a grassy flavor, like fresh cut grass. That's not normally what you pull out of it. It's got a woody, literally like wood. And we waste no time. Right into it he goes.
Yeah, look forward to these, man.
See my new clippers?
Oh, Mr. Fancy.
Oh yeah, now we do sell these. If anybody want to get some. Look at that. Effortlessly. Didn't Robin Williams do that on Hook? Say that like a billion times.
Seems like it's gonna have a nice draw.
Yeah, very smooth. Let's get the big boy.
Lit very well.
A little spice in there.
I didn't get that off the first try.
Oh, I did. A little spice, a little red pepper. That is definitely red pepper. I told you before the difference between the red pepper, the white pepper, the black pepper.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll know. I don't think we have any. I'd have to look at the rest of the list for the season, but I don't think we have any that has white pepper in it. I think I specifically left those out.
Yeah.
One I can tell you for sure that has white pepper in it about made me throw up. I think I got maybe an inch into the cigar and I threw it away. And I'm not normally in it to bash cigar companies, but the Punch Signature, no sir.
Never again?
Not to my flavor. Okay, I will say, I'll be polite about it. It was not to my flavor. I did not enjoy that. That pepper was so overpowering, and I was on my anniversary vacation when I tested that one.
Yeah.
Got about 3/4 of an inch into it, and right into the lake it went. Some leather notes in there. Got a bit of a creamy sweet to it. I'm tasting. So, like I said, that slight pepper. I don't know if you're catching that or not.
It's very mild.
That's because it's in the undertone.
Yeah, it's very mild. Well, so far I'm getting a good burn on this.
Well, if I wouldn't have went overboard and torched the piss out of mine, I'd have a good burn too. But that flamethrower kind of got away from me a little bit there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's a little spice. You can feel it.
So you are getting that spice.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not overpowering, but there is some slight some red pepper is what I'm saying it is on the undertone of this. But the leather, it's like a creamy leather.
Yeah,
it's actually standing in the forefront right now.
Yeah, I get a very subtle sweet.
Yeah, there's a sweet, there's a creamy. Like I said, that slight spice on the undertone, but all in all, it's pretty tasty. I'm not gonna go with scrumptious. It's definitely not scrumptious,
No.
but it is tasty. Oh, that loosened up already.
I pretty much was able to pull mine off as soon as we started.
Normally those take a while to loosen up there. Did we discuss that in one of the previous episodes, or was that in the dress rehearsal about not peeling that off ahead of time? Do you remember? That was in the dress rehearsal? Okay, then I'll say it now, since that was in the dress rehearsal, that nobody will see.
Yeah.
Because it was bad.
Yeah.
You don't want to take your bands off ahead of time. Because more than likely they got some glue on the underneath, and it will peel your wrapper off and it will break it apart, and then you will get pissed off because
now you got a hole in your cigar.
Yeah, because now you got a hole in your cigar. What happens is, as you move down through the cigar, the heat from that will loosen that glue, and it'll get to a point where it can just come right off. Destroyed a lot of cigars doing that. Well, let me get into my portion of this first segment.
Alrighty.
Time to go to the book.
The book.
The book. I think I'm going to go over today. Well, I briefly talked about that punch. There's the punch signature. Not bashing, but let me tell you what I could tell you about this before I threw it. And Fish didn't even want it. You could definitely tell when you lit this thing. You weren't smoking a Philly blunt. This thing packed a punch when it came to flavor. And that's another thing too. It was so bold, I think it was just too much. Because there was another one, I think it was called a Warhead.
Yeah. So you tried several
No, I've only tried the one punch. Okay. I do want to try a couple other ones because I'm hoping that this wasn't the end all be all, because I don't want that in a cigar company. I look forward to trying different cigars, but this one, I mean, the spice was just so overpowering, I had to get rid of it. I could not stand it. It was going to make me puke, is what it was going to do. Let's see here. Come on. Jesus.
Sounds like you need a bookmarker.
You know, I did. I had one right here, too. We're going to go with the Opus X 20-year edition.
Okay.
Or celebration, whatever it was. This one right here. This is another one I had with Mr. K. This one was a celebration. And real quick, I'll explain why, or how much time we got before break. We hitting that? Minute and a half. Okay, I can get through this then. The Opus X became the flagship of Arturo Fuente. Okay. In 1992, they discovered a new method of creating their wrapper leaves. Okay. By 1995 is when they figured out how to grow them, how to do them, like the entire process. That's when the Opus X was created. Okay. When the Opus line was created, it was created as a flagship because they finally figured it out. This was
so they put in a lot of time and effort into just that.
Just to figure out how to make their wrapper from start to finish. So that's where this actually came into play, and that's where the Opus line was created. We're going to take a quick sponsor break, but when we come back, I'm going to get a little bit more into this before we go into your information about Rocky Patel, the company. So we'll see you back here in a few.
The Cigar Lounge is sponsored in part by Rockstar Divisions. Get yourself the Rockstar treatment today. We offer lawn care, landscaping, tree services, and leaf removal. Whether it's spring, summer, or fall, we have the services for you. Give us a call today, 724-605-5135, and get the Rockstar treatment that you deserve. La Vega Cigar Company by Aaron Paoletta. Brought to you today by Wurby Films. Get your La Vega cigar today. Choose from the Il Primo or the Il Segundo. Sold exclusively by Wurby Films and the Cigar Lounge Cigar Show.
Weege Photography believes in all your adventures. From graduating seniors to capturing the magic of your wedding day, to corporate events and restaurant openings, and everything in between. Weege Photography is here to tell your story. Photographer Alexa Paoletta believes in a simple approach, that no vision, dream, or memory to be made magic should ever be out of reach. For more information, visit weegeworks.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Before you get into your information about Rocky Patel, I do want to finish this one up here real quick because this was an extraordinary smoke. And I feel that because not a lot of people are going to get to try this one, like if you're lucky enough, maybe I can even snag you one so you can try it. But at $60 a pop, it's not something that everybody can afford.
That sounds like a birthday gift to me.
From who? Ain't gonna be from me. Let's see here. In the first third, you immediately get a blast of black pepper. That was the first thing I tasted. As soon as I lit that thing up, it was nothing but a mouthful of black pepper. You get some nuttiness. You get a little bit of. I tasted cinnamon in this too, which was weird. I was not expecting that. In the second third, the nuttiness and the cinnamon were directly up front, and that black pepper, it kind of rotated into the undertone of the flavor. And then once I got into the final third, that flavor profile as is, that kind of stayed through the rest of it. But this smoke also took about 3 hours for us to get through. And it wasn't even that long. I think it was maybe 7.5, 8 inches long. I mean, it was a Churchill, but it smoked slow. And the draw was a little thick, and I think that's part of the reason why it took so long. But I gave it a 97. This thing was absolutely phenomenal. So, Opus 20th anniversary.
Alrighty.
Rocky Patel, go to it.
Patel. Oh, get out my magic notebook here.
You see that? Look at that notebook, and look at my book.
This is just history notes, so I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Rocky Patel was founded in 1995 by, how do I pronounce it? Raskish? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name.
You might as well just not even apologize anymore. I think people come to expect that that's going to happen to you.
Yeah, all right. Well, Mr. Patel, anyway, founded it in 1995. He used to be an attorney working in Hollywood.
Really?
Yep, and he got his love for cigars during offsets with a lot of Hollywood.
From Jack Nicholson.
Probably. I didn't read anything about that, but you never know.
Oh, I was just guessing, because Jack Nicholson is a cigar king.
Well, you never know. But he would smoke cigars with actors in between their sets and that, and he quit being an attorney, went making cigars full time, and he was a really good attorney, and he just loved cigars so much and went for what he loved.
You know, and that's actually kind of funny. My attorney loves cigars. His office is actually not even 300 feet from a cigar shop.
Yeah? I bet you he's there quite a bit.
I would be if I was him.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd be down there all the time.
Yep. Bonta? I should look up some of these freaking pronunciations.
Did you get that? Pronunciations.
Bonanza, Florida Springs, or Bonanza Springs, Florida. Wow. Anyway, that's where it was originated and where it started. It was down in Florida from Honduras, Nicaragua, and a few other places. You know how many different lines of cigars Rocky Patel has?
No, I don't. Who? What's his name?
You know his fucking name. He has over 100 different lines in the portfolio.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there are many cigars to try from them. Like you said, that they are known for their way higher end cigars. Now, I wouldn't mind trying a few of them. From what I read, a lot of them are spectacular, very highly rated. So we might want to look into maybe seeing if we can get some of their
Mr. K talked about a few Rocky Patels. I don't remember. I'd have to look at my other book that has the notes that I have many books that I have with me when he talks, because when he talks a lot. I mean, he gives you a lot of information. Wow. So I'd have to look through there and see some of the ones that he recommended. Okay. Just know that they break the bank. Because Mr. K, he's got very expensive tastes.
Mr. Monopoly, huh? But when I was reading about like 100 lines, that's 100 lines of not just one cigar. They don't just produce one cigar for that line. It's 5, 6, maybe 10 cigars per line. So you're talking at least 1,000 different kinds of cigars you can try.
You know, and
Now-
that's funny though, because there's only so many different types of tobacco you can grow.
It's the way they lay it. The wrappers, you know what I mean?
Well, that's true. I mean, if you take the Exodus
Mhm.
by Carlos Torano, 5 different tobaccos from 5 different countries. You lay them in there in a certain way, you're
Yeah.
going to get a flavor. If you reverse those, you're going to get a different flavor. It's all in how the flame hits it and how it burns, which is how you taste it.
Mhm.
And that's just an asinine amount of combinations,
Yeah.
if you think about it. And that's why all these cigar companies exist. I mean, I've smoked thousands of cigars in my life, and I've yet to come across one that tasted or reminded me of another one.
Mhm.
They all have their own flavor.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them are like limited editions, special anniversaries that there are only so many of them. You know, I'm sure you can't go on like Rocky Patel or whatever and buy every cigar he's ever made.
No, it'd be just like the Fuente,
Yeah,
Arturo Fuente. I mean, they've got lines that you can't even get anymore because when they ran it, they only made 50,000 boxes. Well, that was 30 years ago.
yeah, and they're probably long gone or somebody's
Hoarding
probably,
them.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
hoarding
Mr.
them.
K is hoarding them. I'm gonna try to get some off of him.
There you go.
No, I'm serious. He's got some in there that he's had for quite a while, and he's one of probably very few people that still has that kind of stuff. But no, that's interesting about that particular company. I mean, we've had a couple of companies on here so far that we've been doing that there's so much
Yeah.
information. It takes a while to actually get it all
Yeah,
and figure it out.
the last cigar we smoked, the Toronto family,
That was a 50-year,
the 50.
the Exodus 50-year
Yeah.
anniversary.
Like some of the information I got from them was tremendous. Like if there ain't a book out about them, and
There should be.
There should be. That the story behind that whole family is amazing.
Well, I'm into my second, third now, and flavor profile's still pretty much the same. That leather, that creamy leather notes are still there. That spice went away though.
Yeah, I haven't.
That
I'm
that
getting-
spice hit me right off the bat. It's kind of dissipated.
Yeah.
It's more about that creamy leather. I'm not really, considering it's a jalapa wrapper, I'm really not getting any grass notes in it,
Mm-mm.
which is
I never really did
Odd.
taste the grass in it.
no. There has been cigars that I've had that
Yeah.
have had that jalapa. That's all you taste. Literally, like someone just cut the grass and rolled it up.
Hmm.
Not that kind of grass. The other kind of grass.
Not the devil's lettuce, as some would call
The
it.
devil's lettuce. Did you catch that? Never heard of that one before. Yeah, no, the pepper went away. It's more the earthy, the leather, the creaminess. I mean, it tastes just like the last one I had. It tastes pretty damn good to me. Not bad for $6 or $7.
No, not at all. I mean, it's not real heavy either.
No, it's a good medium to medium light
Yeah.
cigar. This is definitely one that you could probably smoke 2 in one day and not get Nick sick or
Yeah.
cigar sickness like my dumbass did the other day. Ooh, that
You
was
were
bad.
smoking some hefty cigars. though.
Yeah, I was. I was testing them, and I made the mistake of testing them twice. Two cigars in a day, which I've done before, but they've been,
Stretched out a little more.
well, lighter in flavor,
Yeah.
not back to back like I did. But
I think it's break time.
it is actually break time. We're getting the 30-second sign from Weege over there, who's covering her face because she cannot stand cigars. Why even be on a cigar show, I say. But we're going to take another quick sponsor break because I asked her to. We're going to take another quick sponsor break, and we'll be back right after this for some 2020s and 2021s. We'll see you guys soon.
The Cigar Lounge is sponsored in part by Rockstar Divisions. Get yourself the Rockstar treatment today. We offer lawn care, landscaping, tree services, and leaf removal. Whether it's spring, summer, or fall, we have the services for you. Give us a call today, 724-605-5135, and get the Rockstar treatment that you deserve. La Vega Cigar Company by Aaron Paoletta, brought to you today by Wurby Films. Get your La Vega cigar today. Choose from the Il Primo or the Il Segundo, sold exclusively by Wurby Films and the Cigar Lounge Cigar Show.
Weege Photography believes in all your adventures. From graduating seniors to capturing the magic of your wedding day, to corporate events and restaurant openings, and everything in between. Weege Photography is here to tell your story. Photographer Alexa Paoletta believes in a simple approach, that no vision, dream, or memory to be made magic should ever be out of reach. For more information, visit weegeworks.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We are going to go right into the 2020s because there's just a boatload. Every show we do, we've got tons of these that came out. So if you missed them, trust me, we're going to tell you about them. We got Hooked on Phonics over here.
Yeah. All right. I'm not even gonna try this. What the fuck is that?
Which one? The top one?
Yeah, it's an American Viking.
Obrigado.
Say that again.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. Close enough. I'm not gonna try to say it again. But they got the Churchills, the Corona, the Robusto, the Turo,
The Toro.
and
Do you see a U in there?
Toro.
You say what does he say, Weege? Turo.
You get what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. They're all from Nicaragua.
From where?
Did I say it right? Well, I'm not gonna say it again. But they're all new lines. American Viking. We're gonna have to try one of them. They came out with a lot of cigars.
Yeah, they came out on the last. You read a whole bunch of them off on the last episode, didn't you?
This whole page is them.
Yeah, but wasn't the last episode the 50 year? Didn't you read off American Viking on that? Yeah, I definitely want to try them now.
Yeah, they have. There's at least 12 on here or more. I'm not gonna count them, but yeah, they have Connecticut's. They have. Looks like they have 2 Connecticut's that are different styles.
But this is all the same line.
Yeah, this is all.
Okay, so if there's all those and it's the same line, it's just different sizes that they're releasing of it. So
there's like Churchill, the Corona. That's got to be the name of the year. Corona. They came out with all kinds of different things called the Corona.
Corona's an actual size of a cigar.
Is it?
Why is he a co-host?
You asked me to be.
Wow, see, I keep asking people to be on this thing. No, the Corona is a size of a cigar. Like the Robusto is a size.
Okay, that I knew.
The Churchill is a size.
Yeah, okay.
Corona's a size.
Hey, tidbits of information that you learn every day. But yeah, they're all from the same place.
From where?
Nicaragua. But
Nicaragua.
yeah, they're all new lines released all in February
Of 2020.
of 2020.
So they've been out for a while.
Yeah.
So we really need to go get some.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe we're gonna have to talk to some of our places where we're gonna have our special episode.
Yeah.
If they have
we do have 3 special episodes this season. We got one in Slippery Rock Cigars with Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. We got one in Valant, Pennsylvania, which is Boxcar Cigar, and we have one in Sharon, Pennsylvania, which is Penn, Ohio Cigar. All 3 owners are great guys. I can't wait for you to meet. Well, all 3 of them. I don't think you've met any of them yet. What else was released?
Literally, I got a whole page of American Viking, and they're all like their Maduro wraps, the Gordos. Church. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much just all American Viking on today's.
That whole thing.
This every single one.
Jesus.
Of them. So this must be a newer company. I'm gonna have to look them up because if they're pumping out cigars like this.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some more information on that here.
I'll talk a little bit about it next episode. I'll make a note in my pad here and give you a little tidbit information on American Viking.
Okay, 2021s. Let's do them. Because I am looking forward to a lot of these. Let's see. We got the Intemperance is coming out from Nicaragua. It is a scheduled release, and that's supposed to come out May 29th.
Okay. Which
I have heard of that, and I will be looking for that because we'll be testing cigars, so we should add that to the list. Let's see, J.C. Newman. That's a company I haven't had come up yet.
I've never.
J.C. Newman is the oldest cigar company in America.
Really?
Yes, sir. There's actually a special on Netflix that is the most current CEO because it's like great grandchild now, I think. But it's on Netflix, and I think it's just 45 minutes of him rambling on about what their company went through and you know, how they survived all this nonsense. And actually, they worked very closely with the Fuente family.
There are a few companies that have done a little bit of business with Mr. Fuente.
Yeah.
Family.
So if you have a chance, go on Netflix and see if it's still on there, because actually I found it quite fascinating. But anyway, they have the PCA 2021 exclusive. It's a brand new line. It has been announced, undisclosed country and factory. They don't have a date on that one yet. Jason Dumont has one. It is scheduled for March. And that, let's see, they're both coming from Nicaragua. Oh, I lied. There's three. There's three, and they're all line extensions. There's the Hermitage, there's the La Grille, and the Rogue. All line extensions, all coming out March 1st. Let's see here. Juan Lopez, Especial, coming from Cuba, new line. Has been announced, no date. There's one coming out called the Neanderthal. Did you create that one?
Maybe.
It's called the Neanderthal C3. It's coming from Nicaragua. Limited edition, scheduled for May 29th. And the Padron for Arturo Fuente Churchill. Dude, I am so excited for that one. The fact that Padron is making one for Fuente and Fuente is making one for Padron. I don't even care if they're $100 a stick. I'm going to find those. I want to try them both.
Did they say when they're being
released? There's no release date. Brand new line. It's coming from Nicaragua, and it's coming from the Tabacos Cubanica factory. Yeah, that's their factory. But there is no release date. You know what? I'll have to keep up with Mr. K on that, because he'll know. If anybody's gonna know, he's gonna know. But yeah, I really don't. This is one of them few instances. Like, I'm very tight with my money, and anybody who knows me will vouch for that. But I want, yeah, you know. But when it comes to this, I will splurge. I don't care. I do not care if they're $100 a stick. I will get at least 2 of each one of them. One to try and one to store until I'm on my deathbed.
I'm sure that they're going to be something amazing, especially with them two companies doing it for each other.
Yeah, and they're friends too.
Yeah,
the Padron family and the Fuentes, they're all friends. So this is it's a great thing too, that they can show respect to each other's monarch that passed away. I think that's going to be a phenomenal thing.
And a lot of the history that I've been looking up on a lot of these companies, a lot of them are like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just.
Well, a lot of them become friends over time, because they'll do stuff for each other. Like I said, J.C. Newman and the Fuente family. Fuente was making cigars for J.C. Newman.
Yeah.
They were just essentially slapping their label on it, but it was something specific to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all friends in this industry, and you have to be when it comes to this kind of stuff, because you just never know. Like, if I need tobacco from you and you're all the way down, you're going to send it to me because I'm going to buy it. We're going to become friends. Yeah. But that's all the 2020s for this episode, and the 2021s. What do we have coming up next episode? That's the is that the Tabac?
Yeah, I think we do have the
Tabac. It is actually going to be the first infused cigar.
You're not a big fan?
I'm not a big fan of infused, but I will tell you what I think about the Tabac on the next episode. So we will actually, we'll see you guys, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks we'll be doing the Tabac Especial Dulce. We'll see you guys around. Have a good smoke.